What's going on, guys? Hello. Gonna be playing a little bit of Farming Simulator. Definitely something a little bit different than all the moto stuff you would normally see from me, but I don't know, for some reason I just can't help it. The game is sweet. So detailed, so much going on. If you like machines, equipment, this game is awesome. So hopefully give it a shot. I am going to be posting quite a few moto videos this week, so be an eye out for that if you're not interested in this. But you should be, because it's pretty sweet. Let me get this going here. We're going to switch on over to Farming Sim. There we go. Let me know if the audio levels are alright for you guys. Hopefully they're not too bad. I've got that music down pretty low, but hopefully you can hear it. If you can't, just let me know. So what we're going to be doing here is starting a new career. It should be a good time to just chill, play this, something a little bit more laid back. I figured the only way to play this is to kick back in a live stream format and just chill for a little bit, do these every once in a while. Otherwise, if I try to make videos of this, not enough people are really interested, so it's more fun to chill, talk with some people and chat and whatnot. It's crazy, I've never had a YouTube reply before. Sweet. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for chilling at the stream. Again, especially a very different stream like this one. So what we're going to do is Farming Manager. So you start a farm with no equipment and no property. You own nothing, but you start with $1.25 million. So it's pretty fun to buy the equipment, get started, and I have a pretty good plan of what I want to do. I've learned a lot about the game and really know what I want to do. So should be a good time. We're going to do it on Felsbrunn. This is the more European map of the two. Let's load that up. This will be our character. He's pretty John Deered out. Hopefully we can get John Deere tractor here soon. Why are you starting another career? Well, I had a change in what I wanted to do. Nobody really wants to watch Farming Simulator on my channel for the most part. So it made sense for me to just start a live stream of it, and I'd like to start it from scratch. Plus I've learned a lot. I know what I want to do. I should be able to get through the beginning part pretty quick and just get going. So what did you think about the first Supercross race of the year? I really enjoyed it, man. It was nice. I'm glad it wasn't a total mutter, but it was nice to see some other guys do good. It was nice to see Barsha do good, Wilson, Mookie, Roxon, you know, the whole group. Great ride by Webb, coming all the way from the back to, I believe, fifth, yeah, something like that. Yeah, great weekend of racing for sure. Do you ride dirt bikes in real life? Yes, I do. All right, so here we are, spawning into this first area. Now we are going to have this area be our home base. It's kind of nice. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with Farming Simulator, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. At the beginning here, you buy property. That's the property you buy. You can see down here our value. It's $181,000 for this particular property, and we start with $1.25 million. Now we own nothing, so we need to start everything from scratch to build a working farm that's profitable. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty legit being able to get things set up. So we are going to buy this initial property. Boom, going to buy that, and then we're actually going to come over here to lot 24 and buy this property. Now it is $292,000, and it's a little bit away from the shop. They're just a little bit separated, but it's kind of a fun setup to do that field. So we're going to buy that one as well. So you'll notice right away our how much money we have has dropped significantly. So what we have, only $775,000 left. So big hit right off the bat, dropping like $500,000 right there. You didn't race A1? Nope. So for those of you guys that really aren't familiar with the game, obviously you're going around, you're buying different properties like we just did. There's a shop where you go and pick up all your equipment once you purchase it, or seed, fertilizer, all that kind of stuff. Again, this game is so detailed. Some of these other spots you see around the map are just places that you go to sell things like your grain or logs if you cut down trees, whatever. It's just so detailed, so much going on. It's a pretty cool game. So we're going to start right away by looking at our 2 fields to come up with a plan of what we need to do. Now, the one thing you're going to notice is this field over here, field 24, is cotton. Cotton is not the best crop to deal with, so we really need to get that plowing and seeding something that we actually want it to be right away. Now, the field by us, we actually have to do the same thing, so it's not ideal to start with 2 fields that you don't really want the crop. This crop over here is sugar beets by the house. So let's get a couple things going. Let's get some equipment going, and we'll start plowing one of these fields as quick as possible to get something growing. That's the game plan. So let's go into the purchase menu. First thing we're going to buy is the farmhouse. Now, they did make this cheaper. It used to be $350,000, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And it made it not very appealing to buy, but this time I think we're gonna go for it. Now, there's a lot of different places to put this sucker. I think we are actually gonna put it over on this side. See if we can squeak it in. Let's see, gotta make sure that the garage is facing the right direction. That would have been a bummer to drop this thing and have the garage facing the wrong way. But the house, the only reason the house is worth getting is because you can sleep. So when it turns to night, you can get some sleep in, which is actually really nice. So boom, there's the house. We can sleep, our home base, pretty sweet. So the next thing that I am going to buy is actually going to be a shed. Now we're gonna get the nicer shed here. Let's go 37,000. We can't spend too much money. Let's just do a, how much? 4-door, 5-door. Whew. You can do a 6-door. These are sweet just because they're a little bit nicer. Let's not get too crazy off the bat. Screw it, we're doing the 5-er. Now, I really like putting this garage over here on this little island. It works really well. Because you can kind of drive around it and park equipment next to or whatever. Try to make it even. Let's do something like that. So sweet. Now we have a big garage. That thing's sweet. You can store a lot of equipment in there. And then I think that's all we're going to get as far as the placeables go. Let's make sure we're not forgetting anything else. Silos, decoration. Might do this workshop. We could use that money for right now. Let's hold back. Let's hold off on the workshop for right now, just so we don't get carried away spending too much money on silly shit. We need a lot of equipment. So looks kind of cool. The thing that's sweet about these garages is you can open them all up. Just curious, what makes you like this game so much? You should be able to see as I play it. I know a lot of people probably aren't going to want to watch this. I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but this game is so detailed. It took me a little bit to get into it, but once you realize how much is going on, I also appreciate equipment. I work and oversee a group of people that use equipment, tractors and whatnot, and I train people in tractors and loaders and gators and you know, different random pieces, mowers, things like that. So I think once you get a little bit of experience with that type of equipment, you can appreciate the higher end stuff, and this game is just like a playground with that type of equipment, and it's just done really well. Hopefully that explains myself pretty good. Again, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. That's why I'm just doing a chill live stream, and I'm going to be pumping out some moto content for you guys that that's all you care about. So, and the big thing coming is I'm actually in the middle of building and welding a sim rig together, and I'm going to be doing a lot of car sim racing videos, even if they get 1 view per video. That's what I really love, is racing cars, and that's what I have kind of more experience in, and that's the plan. But for here, let's get down into buying our equipment. There's a couple options for tractors. You need 2 tractors to start things off. Now I need to see financially, is it worth us getting a small tractor to save a little bit of money. Now, let's look at the stats. The things I'm worried about the most for these tractors, it's horsepower. It's also nice to have a fast, this is our top speed, 25 kilometers an hour. I mean, that's weak. So the Fiat actually isn't a great purchase. You can see this one's even 40 miles an hour, but less horsepower. That's just an older tractor. You go to the Fendt, 115, but it goes 50, but it goes up in price. So say what we would actually want to buy here might be 80 grand. 105 horsepower, 30. Maybe this Fendt wouldn't be too bad. Let's call it 75. It's a good ballpark. I'd like to get a couple medium tractors. Now they are a little bit more money, but it is kind of nice. It's 170 horsepower for this old case. This T6 New Holland is pretty nice as well. 102,000. I might do this old case. 7,200. This is a little more. 100. Yeah, let's do this old. Let's do this old case for one of them. Wheel brand. Let's keep it nice and tight. Wheel setup, wide tires. You can do so much crazy shit in this game. And it's all legit stuff, that's the thing. We'll go standard for now. We'll just do our base setup. Okay, so that's one tractor down. And we're going to spend a little bit more money on our next tractor just to have a John Deere. This is a nice tractor. 142 horsepower, 40 kilometers an hour. Now there's some other ones around it that are maybe a little bit more appealing, but it's nice to get a John Deere right away, right off the bat. So that's what we're going to do. Massey Ferguson, 120,000. So again, that's a lot of money we're spending right away, but it should set us up for a pretty sweet farm. Some good base stuff. Anyway, we're going to put the front loader attachment on this tractor so we can throw a front loader on and do all different kinds of stuff there. Otherwise, we're going to keep everything else the same. Boom. Bye. Okay, so that's our tractors. Now we need to go through things and realize, what do we actually need? One thing we do need is a combine harvester. So I really want to get this New Holland, but you start spending a little too much money and it gets carried away. We could save an easy $20,000, but it's 60 more horsepower. Very tough decision. TX32. Damn, that would be nice to get that. It's a much nicer harvester. Let's do it. This might be a tough one for us because we are buying, we bought the house, which is 180. Okay, so we got a harvester. That's our main vehicles that we actually need. Now you can go into tools. One thing we definitely need is the header for that combine harvester. So now we can plow, or actually harvest our fields. So that's another 32 grand. So now we're good with our harvester. We can harvest fields. With our tractors, we need to get a seeder. We're gonna get this base seeder, 13 grand. Now, with the puzzle piece icon here, the MKE 300, that means you can attach an MK 300 to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy this seeder, boom. And then we're gonna go up here to power harrowers. You attach this MKE 300 to that so you can plow and seed a field all at the same time. So that's the goal. Makes things a lot nicer to do plowing and seeding all in one pass instead of having to go back and forth. So we need to buy that. Now we can plow and seed our fields. We do need a trailer to dump everything in. I'm going to grab this base trailer because you can modify it and make it a flatbed. I'll show you. You can actually make it much bigger or make it a flatbed if you want to put bales on it or whatever, right? So it's pretty nice. We're going to just do this large capacity right away. It's $12,000. So now we have a trailer once we harvest stuff. We can plow, we can seed. The other thing that we really do need is a sprayer. I think it's in crop protection. Yep, we're gonna grab this sprayer here to fertilize our fields. You can also spray them for spray herbicide on them. to get the weeds out of there. So it's a great kind of multi-purpose piece of equipment there. Okay. So let's look at our garage. Now we have 2 nice tractors. We've got a harvester with, or a combine with the attachment. What's up, Seb? We have our trailer to dump everything in. We have a seeder and a plow and fertilizer spreader and a couple things there. So let's just kind of blast through this, make sure there's nothing that we're missing that's particularly important. What's up, MX Lord? How's it going, man? Yeah, let's make sure we're not missing anything too big here. We will need some stuff in the future, but this will get us going pretty quickly, which will be nice. Let's see. We are going to need some seed. We're going to need all kinds of stuff there. Now, the only other thing that I can really think about that we might need right away, I'd like to get a front loader for the John Deere. We just are gonna need that. So we'll buy that. It's only $5 grand, so that's a pretty easy purchase. We're gonna get a pallet fork as well. And we're doing this instead of getting like a forklift. I'm doing pretty good, Seb. Actually, I got a cold right now, so I'm trying to not sniffle and whatnot too much through this, but I'm doing good. How are you doing? All right. Ooh, you can actually change the color of this. We'll make it John Deere green. Is that John Deere green? That looks like a good John Deere green. Cool. Cool, so we got a couple more pieces of equipment. Now you can get pretty wild with this. Get a bucket, you can get a baling fork, claws, all kinds of stuff. So pretty cool that that is available. Let's start picking up our stuff. We might have forgot something, but for now, let's get things picked up. And to do that, we can actually do a little shortcut. Click on the shop, you can see all of our equipment, those dots. Let's spawn over to the store. So this is all the equipment that we got. It's a good thing to look at. It's always nice to see all the stuff you bought right away. Our older tractor, again, 2 medium tractors, so this one has good horsepower. In fact, it's the most powerful tractor we own. I believe 170 horsepower, but it's a nice torquey monster, but a little bit older. Then we got a nice new John Deere 6135. Sweet harvester, something with a little more power to deal with the hills around this area instead of having to buy the crappy one. Obviously the header for it. We got our seeder, and this is our power harrower. Those pieces go together behind the tractor. They plow and seed. Obviously we have a big trailer to dump the seed, or not dump the seed, to dump what you harvest a field from, to be able to go take that and sell it, whatever. Our fertilizer, herbicide, or sprayer, whatever, multi-purpose. Front loader attachment and the fork. So that's a good start. I subscribed. You should make vids. Talking to Seb. All right. Let's just start getting things picked up here. Switch over. Use my controller. Let's see. A couple options here. Let's take the trailer back. You know what? It might actually make sense for us to start plowing a field right away. So to do the plowing, I kind of want to be in this John Deere. Just because it matches. And it's a newer, nicer piece of equipment. Oh, we actually don't want the seeder first. Lied. We want to put this power harrower on here first. That thing up. Then put the seeder on the back. And to add a little bit of weight, shouldn't be too crucial. Let's put the front loader attachment while we're here as well. Just slamming it. Okay. Actually messed up and bought 2 power forks. That's unfortunate. This one's green. We're using it. Slamming into it. Okay, so a little excessive, but should be a nice start with this tractor. Now, one thing we need to do right away, which actually should work pretty nice, is we need to get some seed in this sucker. Almost forgot about that before we bailed. So we'll go big bag, seed bag, buy. Let's get a couple of them at the store while we're here. There they are. Pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can look back. Oh, cool. Which game? Nice. I'll have to check out your channel. I don't think I'm subscribed to you. Anyway, we're going to refill this sucker right now. Let's see it filling with seed. We actually picked the seed once we get to the field, so no rush. Let's rip on over to our larger field, because this field's going to take a little bit. Tractors are loud. I can do that pretty easy. We'll just do that in game. Let's see here. Cool. Let me know how that is. I'm gonna make a couple changes here. Plant withering, we want that off. Let's see, I thought there was something else. I'm not gonna worry about it too much other than naming this live stream. Cool. We'll save game. Let me know if that's all right. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know this isn't something that most people are at my channel for, so it's kind of cool to just BS with some people. And again, if you're into equipment and machines, it's like, I'm telling you, this game is legit. It's not as corny and lame as it may seem on the surface. It's a little lame, don't get me wrong. That's why I'm live streaming it instead of posting a whole bunch of videos on my channel like this. I want to, because for some reason I'm really into this game, but I don't think we missed our turn. We might have missed our turn. Easy to do here. Nope, so it's this next one. Sweet. First time to the new field. It's actually a pretty big property. It did cost us a little bit more, but I have some plans. I want to actually make a kind of a home base at both locations. Now, I only have a home, or a house, at one of them, but at this field over here, I'm gonna set up another like garage area to store equipment. And I kind of want to double up and have a couple multiples at each site, so you don't have to drive back and forth. Again, that's not a far drive. We are at our field, but this property actually goes all the way up onto this area to our right and up above onto the hill. So there's actually a good bit there. Again, this is cotton, so it's a little bit of a shame to plow this, but we're going to do it anyways. Now, I'm going to do something, it's a bold strategy, especially right away because we don't have much money. We can always get a little bit more of a loan. But we're actually going to plant this whole field as barley. And then we're going to turn it into hay bales. And with the hay bales, we'll actually sell all the grain and whatnot that we pick up. And then we're actually going to make hay bales. So we need a couple more pieces of equipment. And then we'll sell the hay bales too. It makes, it's like a whole nother step to fields, which is actually pretty sick. So let's make sure that we know the crop. Barley, it's the little leafy thing with the lines above it. At least that's how it works for me. We'll select the cedar, and then we can, let's see, select seed, Y, and yeah, there we go. So this, having all this equipment on one thing, it's interesting. I can switch between everything we've got. And obviously your fork and front loader there will raise this up just a smidge. Make sure it's not dragging, especially when we get into the more hilly areas. We'll switch back to our power harrower. It's basically just, we'll call it a cultivator from now on. But we'll lower that. Then we'll lower our sower, our seeder. Switch back over. Do a turn on the cultivator. and we will turn on the seeder and start getting this large field growing barley, which should be pretty nice. Should be nice to have a field that is pretty technical. Again, you need more equipment. You need a windrower. You need a baler. We have a trailer that will work for the bales, so we should be situated there. We'll need something to pick up the bales with. So there's really a lot going on. So it makes it pretty technical, honestly. But what we're going to do on this one, since we have a lot of equipment just waiting for us, is we're actually going to pay somebody to do this field and get this all planted. So we'll push B. We got another worker in there. It'll take a little while to get this field done. It's a pretty large one, honestly. And to have bales out of this whole thing, it's going to be quite the project. So anyway, let's switch back over to our garage and kind of see what we got going on here again. We need to take the trailer back. Is there anything else we can put on right now? There isn't. The Unknown Master, true fans watch whenever you post. That's awesome, man. I appreciate it. I know not many people are like that, but yeah, it's cool, the people that come and chill for these. These are just laid back for me, man. I could be watching reality TV or some bullshit right now, but I gotta kick back and build an imaginary farm. I don't know if that's much better, but it's a good time, I'm telling you. Believe it or not, it is. So again, let's just get this going. Let's get this back over to the house. We have sugar beets growing at the house, which we probably don't really want either. So it's tough. I just wanted to get that big field going right now. So you know, that piece of equipment that John Deere is going to be running for a while. Seeding, it's going to finish that whole field, and then it needs to finish and I guess plow and seed the field right behind the house as well. So yeah, that's actually quite a bit. That's a lot of work for the one tractor. Back it on in real nice. Not so nice. Alright, we'll head back and pick up some more. Oh, Seb, thank you, man. Seb226, can I get a shout out? There you go, bro. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh yeah. I don't know what the hell NOK is. What kind of money is that? Where are you from? Awesome, I appreciate the donation. Honestly, I jacked up my shoulder and have a ton of bills right now. Like $5,500 of unexpected bills. So any little bit of cash is seriously appreciated. I'm never gonna ask for them, I guess, but the way streaming is, it's always nice when somebody's just dropping cash they shouldn't spend on somebody playing a video game. So yeah, man, really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so we'll pick up this sprayer and then we'll bring the harvester back. Tractor isn't near as pretty inside, it's just older. That John Deere is pretty nice. But this is a good tractor. Again, I think it's got 170 horsepower, which gives it an option to be able to tow quite a bit of equipment. Gets rid of some of the limitations. Some stuff is in that like 120 range, which puts you over some of the real cheaper or small tractors. Whip around here. May as well open the garages. We don't even ever really need these to be closed. It's just kind of a cool feature. We'll need the fertilizer sprayer for a little bit, so let's lower it. Detach. And for now, we can actually leave our tractor here. We'll pop in the harvester. Attach. Now this is kind of nice. Again, big step up. Sorry, stop sign. Big step up from that red one we were going to buy. The real base, cheap harvester. This one's a lot nicer. You actually sit inside and you can just tell. The big thing is it has more capacity, so it can keep going and it doesn't have to unload as often. And just that power. You can see, like, look at the fields next to us. There's actually a lot of hills on these fields, and the harvester doesn't do that great, that red one. So it's kind of nice to have a harvester that can rip up the hills and get things done. So that's my philosophy. Again, we spent some serious money on equipment. We have $121,000 left, and we still need to pick up some stuff to deal with the bales. And there's always something you need. So the good thing is in this game you actually can do contracts as well. So you can basically use your equipment, or you can rent equipment, and you can go around and do jobs for other people, contract work. So it's pretty cool. It's a good option to be able to do that, to make some money while you're waiting for our field to get plowed and seeded, for example. So we'll probably do that to make some cash here shortly. So let's lower this sucker, lower the header. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Is there anything else we really need at that store? Now let's look at our garage real quick. Purchase menu, garage. This tractor, you can't put a front loader attachment on it, so it's just for pulling stuff. Good to know that. I need to sell one of these. I assume it's this one because it doesn't cost as much. Let's sell it right now. It's only 600, but it's something. Okay. It's interesting to see what things are worth. I bought this house for 180,000. It's already gone 50%. So it's only worth 90,000 now. Never seen a more organized farm. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not. I feel like I'm pretty organized so far. We're gonna be real organized. That's one of the things I really like about this game, is building stuff and getting things organized real nice. I don't know why, but I really dig it. Okay, so we can actually get a little bit of a progress update. You can see the white is cotton and this brown is the barley. And so, yeah, a lot left there. So we need to basically kill some time for that to finish up. Now, there's a couple options. One thing we need to do is pick up some other equipment from the store. That's probably the best way to go right now since we're finishing that up. And then we'll do a couple contracts. So, what we need from the store, we need stuff to handle those bales. And we actually need, well, I can kind of walk you through the whole process. Again, I know some of you guys are probably pros at this and you know exactly what's up, but for those of you guys that don't, it might be somewhat interesting. So let's see here. First thing we're going to need is a windrower. Now what this does, so basically we're going to hit it with the harvester. Once our barley grows in that other field that's being planted right now, once our barley grows, we'll harvest it with our yellow big harvester. And then it'll leave behind a pile. But then we need to hit that pile with this windrower to put it into more neat, tidy pile that can be picked up with a baler and turn things into bales. So if that makes sense. So we're going to buy this one here. And the reason I chose this one, statistics that you look for, we're going to be looking at this 9.3 meters. That's how wide it is. So if you go to these cheaper ones, which look pretty appealing, again, this is only a meter smaller, but we could probably honestly get away with it. But that's a pretty big field, so I'm thinking it might be nice to buy this one. It's only $7 grand more, and it just looks cooler too. Right? I don't want to spend 60. That's crazy. And then you can get all the way up to 110, and you can move those piles around and do all kinds of fancy stuff. But we're gonna buy this $30,000 one, so that'll be at the store for us. So now we can put everything into a pile that needs to be picked up with a baler. So we need to go to baling technology. I don't see it. Maybe it's in this next couple pages. Baling technology. And we need to get a baler. Now, this one's only $49,000. I believe this one, yeah, this one just turns things into square bales. Interesting. There's lots of options here. Again, the price goes up significantly for this one. Loose straw gray into convenient bales. You only need 70 horsepower to run this one. Trying to just see what the real differences are. I don't really see any. So they slide out the back. Let's see, what do we got? What's the deal with this one? A baler turns loose straw grass into hay. A bale wrapper packs grass bales and foils so they can ferment into silage. So I don't need that. Again, a lot of options here. We don't need a trailer. This trailer is kind of nice. It's big, but for now we're gonna just use our basic ass trailer. I think we're gonna buy this New Holland. Wheel setup. The wide. I don't even know if that makes a difference. It's 500 bucks. Let's just go standard. Okay, so now we can bale things, which will be kind of nice. Now let's see how much money we have. We only have $42,000. That's almost nothing. Let's double check. Now it would be nice to get a big trailer for all this equipment. This is 26 grand. I want to look at this trailer. Does this front axle pivot? Looks like it does. Okay, so that doesn't really help me. I think we're gonna get this trailer. It pivots as well, but it's a little cheaper. Again, a lot of money. We've almost spent $1.25 million on this. What's going on, Yo Logan? I'm doing pretty good, man. Hey, you're doing great, bro. Right on. Ooh, extensions. Not 100% necessary, but might be kind of nice. Let's do it. I think I just bought 2 of those. Fuck. Fuck. Pardon my language, fellers, but I just screwed up. Oh, okay, good. You can still sell it for 13. Shit. I'm sorry. I screwed that up big time. Ignore that. None of that just happened. Let's go pick up our stuff over at the store. Chopping all the trees down with a chainsaw and putting them through the wood chipper. I've never done the wood chipper. What's the benefit of the wood chipper? Versus just throwing them all on my trailer I just bought and selling them as like raw wood. Because I'd have to buy a chipper, you know what I mean? I could get a chainsaw and I could load things onto a trailer pretty easy. To buy a chipper, I don't know how much they are, but obviously I'm running out of cash, so. But yeah, I know trees, you can make a good bit of money from trees. Okay, so kind of nice, all of our new equipment here. Let's pick up this big windrower first. Now, this is where I kind of get to the point where we really need this over at our other location. I don't plan on ever needing this back at the house, so we're going to take this to the other spot. Now, right now we're a little broke, but the plan again will be to make a kind of another, I'll probably do like a covering. I won't do the big nice garage. I'll just do like a $9,000. We might even do it now. We'll see, but a covering to be able to put equipment under over here at this place, just to have things like this. Like this is only going to be at this field because we're doing barley over there. What's up, Moto? How's it going, dude? Pretty sure I haven't played in a while. Yeah, I might get into that. Obviously, right now I've got my hands full with quite a few projects, especially buying all the stuff to do some baling. It's like, that's a lot going on. Just that alone is a pretty big project, so I might cut down. I might get a chainsaw and when I'm really desperate for money and cut down all the trees on my property. I hate to cut them all down. I'm gonna make it look ugly, man. But I know you can make some good money from trees. It might get us out of the hole to be able to keep things going here. All this whole time we're paying somebody to do this field over here. Still got a lot left to do. Now it's a shame this is so steep because again, where do we do this shop area? Let's pull up the map and look at what this property looks like. It's right here. So again, if you push X, you can see we own everything up on top of the hill and everything down here all the way almost to the corner. It's pretty steep here. It just seems to me that this area here, kind of where we're at, would be the best area to try to level and turn into kind of the home base. I don't know. I guess we could go up the hill, but I mean, what the hell are you gonna do up there? It'd be kind of silly to have a path that goes to the top and have a shop on top, but I guess that'd be kind of badass. Trailer's probably easier. I don't know the difference in payout for shipping and selling. Yeah, that's one thing I just don't know. Let's see how this tractor does ripping up this hill. Zoom out a little bit here. Get to do it with my mouse, kind of annoying. It's a good test for our old case. I'd love to put a shop up here, but it's too steep, man. Hate to get in a situation where you can't pull whatever you're trying to bring all the way up here. It's not really a nice place to get down. It's kind of nice to check this out. Good view of our field to see how far along we are. Yeah, and I think it makes the most sense to have a shop down here at this area. Maybe we can level that up top later on or do something to make that work for us. Let's see. Now the big thing, actually, let's kind of stay out of the way. Stay off the road, and let's look at this. Let's see what we could do. 9,000 bucks. That's not that bad. Why the hell are you spawning clear over here? Nice. That was actually a cheap way to get over here. So now an area like this would look appealing, I guess, but to have the tractor turn around and stuff, it's just going to be a nightmare, especially if you have a big trailer or something. So you really need to get it out of the way. Kind of cool to have it over here by the trees. Look how, I wonder if it'll level it for us. It should tell us how much this is going to cost to put it down if we get it to go yellow again. Collides with another object. So we might need to level this first. Let's just keep kind of messing around. What does that say? Can't be placed here. Terrain. Okay, so it's basically saying it won't do the terrain there. That's green. Damn, we actually got it to turn green there. I know you can get out the terrain tools, but that costs a lot of money to do that. Just trying to get away without doing it. So we can get that green back here. Oh. Oh, there was a green right here. Holy shit. Okay. Oh. Ah, do not have enough money. Shit. Oh, fuck. It's probably a fortune. If it's a $9,000 thing. Yeah, it's costing 30. It says top left there. $31,000 to set this here. Do I talk to Dio? Yeah. I think I texted him even today a couple times, yesterday, and yeah. Yeah, we talk a lot. Well, that's $31,000, $32,000. That's a little excessive for us at the moment. Only thing we could try to do, start landscaping and see if we can maybe level this area out for a little bit cheaper. This is just unnecessary. flatten. I think we need to change shape. So how much does this cost us? Shit. It's actually cool that it's raising it here. I'm actually good with that. Because we'll make it, we'll have our equipment all on like a cliff. It'll be pretty cool. Okay, not the prettiest thing, but let's see. We can always, we'll add rock, we'll paint in rock around here, but let's try to buy the freaking placeable here first. A little long-winded this, but dude, that thing's huge. $15,000. Okay, so we're gonna just need to make a little bit more money. And by the way, that's not the area that I wanted to put it. Couple options there. We just need to have a little bit more money to get that exactly how we want. Let's see, are there any other options here? That's 30 grand. Okay. Well, we'll just make a little bit more money and we'll smooth all that out and make it look nice for now. We are going to ditch this sucker right there. Again, sorry, a little long-winded there. Always tough to make those decisions. But that'll end up being cool. We'll be able to store our equipment in an area that will be a little unique on the side of the hill, and we'll make it where it's like cliff, like that painted rock. We'll make that kind of the edge. So let's go back over to the store. We've got the baler. Need to drop that back over here. What else did we buy? Still riding often. If you're talking to me, I haven't been lately because I just had shoulder surgery, so that put me back a good bit. So I'm recovering from that, but I just can't wait to go riding again. Kind of top on my list, to be honest with you. Wood chips have been nerfed, you might as well just do logs. Okay, thanks Ben. Thanks for the research though. Even with the bad pieces. Okay, cool. That's what we'll do. Oh yeah, we got the trailer too. We've gone through a lot of money. We really need to do a contract here. We don't even need to be taking this stuff anywhere at the moment. But let's get this baler over to the other field just so everything is really where it needs to be. The trailer we're going to use for multiple things. I probably kind of want to grab the John Deere at some point. We probably should just grab that sucker and switch tractors, to be honest with you. But we can buy seed, fertilizer, herbicide, and put that on trailer and buy it kind of in bulk and drop that off at both locations as well. Now I know this whole beginning is really just starting the farm and getting everything situated. It takes a lot of time. It's just the whole process at the beginning of this. But again, I wanted to do a live stream. It's just the whole thing from scratch, really. Me just BSing and showing people. Nice, dude. That 250 will be awesome. The FCW, the fuel injected, yeah, that'll be a great bike. My dad, at one point, my brother, I actually had a YZ2DF, but my brother had a 300, KTM 300, my mom had a 200, and my dad had the 250 all at the same time, and it was nice to ride the 200, the 250, 300, compare them, and At 250, it's a hell of a bike, honestly. That's a pretty sweet bike. Let's see what this would be like. So a path around here. I was thinking pull through. We'll have to get a little creative with how we want to do this, but for now we're just going to rip off. We're at. I kind of want to make a path down and around, so we'll have to get real fine details and smooth the entrances out. And you know what? I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna switch tractors with this fella here. Dismiss worker. Okay, we're gonna lower the cultivator. Detach. That way we can use this fork on the front to load some pallets onto the trailer. It's gonna cost us a little bit of money, but we'll do a contract right after that. Good thing is, this tractor's pretty powerful. The only negative is there's no front loader attachment for it, so it is what it is. Attach. Make sure we're kind of lined up here. Let's see. Lower the cultivator. Lower the sower. Turn on the cultivator. Turn on the sower. Both running. There we go. Hire worker. You should make this corner. We can hop in the John Deere. Uh-oh. The AI might not like that hill being so close. He made it okay, but we're gonna have to make sure to check in on him. Could get stuck. This is a nice tractor, man. Look inside. Some of them have nice screens and stuff. This one's a little bit more bare bones inside, but again, it's nice. You got the sunroof and stuff. It's pretty cool. Been here since 9K. That's sweet, dude. Thank you for hanging around and watching these videos. Especially the stuff like this that isn't quite as popular. Thanks for everybody just kind of hanging out. Makes it a lot more fun to play this game. Instead of just sitting here zoning out by yourself. It's kind of fun just BS in the chat, seeing how everybody's doing. Let's see. Frost. Watching currently from New Zealand. Huge support from here and keep up with the awesome videos. Thank you, dude. That is awesome. I would love to go see New Zealand. It's on my very high on my list. It's definitely my top 5. I got some places in Europe I need to go to and some races I need to go to. Spa, the Nürburgring. I've had to cancel a trip to go to the Nürburgring last year that I already had booked. So, yeah, definitely want to get that going. But New Zealand is definitely in that top 5. Thank you for watching, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's think about this for just a second. What was your thoughts on the 2019 bikes? Was it good this year? And what bike did you think they changed for the better? I don't know, honestly. I haven't watched the reviews of the 19 bikes like I have every other year. For some reason, I'm a little bit behind. I think it's just because I jacked up my shoulder, so I stopped kind of looking. So I don't know who really made the best improvements. You know, I remember the year before that, I knew all the specs of, you know, KTM dropping 25 pounds, and it was a huge deal. I don't know all of those, but yeah, honestly, every bike's pretty solid. I know some are I'm a KTM fan because when you're in a showroom and you look at all the different bikes, you're like, holy shit, like those KTMs are using some high quality products, materials and things like that. It's like they look pretty fancy. But again, like Moto said, I like the new Hondas for sure. New Kawasaki doesn't do that much for me visually, neither does the Suzuki. The new Yamahas are kind of cool, but some big improvements there. But I don't know. Race dirt bikes, and what are you recently building a dirt bike track or something? What? Okay. Alright, so a couple options here. Again, the trailers here, we can buy some stuff like this and try to get them on the trailer and haul them around so we can get things in bulk. Not totally required, but might be nice to have some herbicide and some things at each location. So we might do that, and then we can start a contract. Let's do it since we have everything situated here. Okay, so we have a bag of seed. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we have one bag of seed. Yeah. Okay, so seed. We'll do one more big bag. It's 900. And we can have one at each location, which will be kind of nice to deliver them. Go to pallets. We're gonna need one fertilizer. I'd like to do 2. I'm gonna spend a lot of money here. Once again, we're gonna be broke. Okay, we're gonna buy 2 herbicides, so we can have one at each location.
You know what?
Nothing else that we really need there. So we're down to $1,000. And we're gonna have to pay. We might have to do a little loan if we really need to, but I'm not too worried about it for right now. So now we need to try to load this onto the trailer, which is a little bit difficult. This forklift is shit. Nope, not done. Shit. We're gonna need to move that. That's gonna cost money. Not ideal. The AI is just retarded sometimes with that type of stuff. Well, maybe if we smooth it out, we'll still get through. We'll have to play with it a little bit. Lower the sower. Let's make sure. Lower the cultivator. Turn on the cultivator. Turn on the seeder. We might need to just finish this ourselves. Nice, you guys are all subbing to each other. That's awesome. Love KTMs, but I'm biased. Yeah, I feel you. Honestly, all bikes are pretty sick in their own way. Most of what we all bitch about is personal preference, is visuals and things like that. Because let's be honest, none of us are going to feel the difference between, or any significant improvements over the different bikes in most situations. So, just not. You know what I mean? Especially when we're talking stuff like 450s and whatnot that are just absurdly powerful. It's like, in most cases, we're not going to notice the difference unless you're at the top level of the sport. Kind of nice to get this nice and cleanly in one last pass instead of having like a little spot that didn't take. Wasn't able to get to it. So yeah, this will be really nice. This thing will start growing while we do contracts and get some other money going. And then we have everything already purchased, which is really nice to be able to do the baling. Pretty much set. I could buy an attachment. This last piece. I grab an attachment for our front loader. I'll just destroy these by running them over. Where we can pick up the square bales. It's just like a little claw, basically. Okay. So we can turn off the cultivator, turn off the sower. then we'll head to the other field and get it planted. Now it's a small one, so that should be a little quick. I think we're going to do canola over there. Just like a bright yellow crop. It looks pretty cool. We can get that going. And then both our fields will be growing. And that's a nice start. It's always tough starting this game when you buy two properties that both need basically plowed and seeded from the beginning. It's nice if you buy a property that's already growing something that you actually want to grow, or that you can buy equipment and deal with, because different stuff needs different equipment. So, like for example, I think sugar beets is what's grown at the house, and you need special equipment to deal with that. I don't want to buy that stuff. That's just more and more and more. It just gets wild. So, I think we're doing pretty good. We've stayed busy during that entire plow and seed. Now we just play the waiting game of it to grow, but now we rip over the house, we get that planting, some canola, and yeah, we'll be in good shape. We'll do a couple contracts. Obviously we need to grab all those pallets, put those on the trailer and get those delivered. So there's always stuff to do in this game. Now again, I know it's a little wacky, this game. It's like, what the hell? It seems so silly to go plow fields in a video game. Like, what a waste, right? But it's more like busyness, and there's always something to do. And again, the grand scheme of this, the whole goal is to build a giant, crazy farm. And they have so much in this game, so many different pieces of equipment, so many different things to do, that it's pretty cool. So if you have an appreciation for equipment, it's like this game is pretty sick, honestly. Yeah, and it's not for everybody, I get it. So you can see bottom right, that yellow bar. That says how much seed is left in here, and we're actually doing pretty good. So we need to change the seed over to what we want. Now we're going to do canola, which is that weird flower looking icon. Select seed. There it is. So we're good. We selected canola. Lower the cultivator, turn it on at the same time this time. We need to, oh, the seeder's already, nice, I guess you only need to lift the front one, that makes sense. Okay, turn on the sower, we have canola selected. Now we could probably do this field ourselves relatively quickly to save time, and really more to save money. Sure if I want to do that or not. It's nice to get a worker going on this, but it does cost you money. We don't have much of it. Hopefully we have some contracts that we can use to make a little bit of extra cash to get us going until things grow and we can go around and harvest and make some cash. Tough decisions. I think I'm going to hire a worker. So boom, hired. He can knock this field out. It's going to cost us money. The thing I don't want to do is cost us a whole bunch of money and not go make money. So for right now, we're going to hold off on picking all this stuff up and putting it on the trailer. I just hope we can do it before night hits us. It's only 1 in the afternoon, so we got plenty of time. You can see the clock on the top. Yellow, you mind unblocking me on Steam? Yeah, I can do that. I only block people that bother me a whole bunch. No hate on you, but to be blunt, that's what happens. People just go crazy, like messaging me all the time, and I'm trying to play games with friends, so that would be my only comment. Hit me up on Twitter. Or what's your name? What's your name on Steam? Real quick. I'm trying to remember how to pull up my blocked people. I understand why I was blocked. And I probably didn't even need to block you, to be honest. I'll take some of the blame on that one. Anyway, we don't need to grab these pallets and all that yet. We need to make some freaking money. So let's look at contracts. Just forget which icon it is. A lot of options. Harvesting. Let's see. Sunflowers. So you need to use his equipment. That's $7 grand. How about this one here? Harvest the barley in field 22 and take the product. So you have to take it somewhere too. It's a 3.8 acre field, so that's like 1.5 football fields just about. Let's see what else we got. Fertilizing would be pretty easy. $4 grand. Fertilize field 21 with any type of fertilizer. Use your own equipment or lease it for $623. I think we're gonna just use our own equipment. We'll use the John Deere. We'll go pick it up. Let's do this. It's only a 2.4 acre field. Field 21, it's right by us. Let's do this. Accept contract. It's only $4 grand, but it won't be too bad. So field 21, we need to go fertilize. Okay. Now a couple things we need to be prepared for. We're gonna have to come back here to fill up product. But since we're fertilizing, we actually need to come here to the shop. Since we didn't get one by the house, you can get one by the house, like your own shop. Uh-oh. The pallet fork. No, get out of here. It's trying to just do the pallet fork. That's a little aggravating. So I'm gonna come over here, we'll detach the fork. Hopefully it doesn't now just grab our front loader attachment. That'd be so silly to have to... Yeah, it is. You should be able to like skip through what all is here. Because I just want to modify the tractor. Let me double check that you can't. Customize? No. That is stupid. Almost nailed our trailer. This is a little tedious, kind of silly. But we'll hook up, attach, switch to this, detach the entire fork, entire front loader there. Kind of silly. Okay, options, customize. Wheel setup, narrow tires. Now we won't damage $1,000. Now it won't damage the guy's crop. So we needed to do that anyways for our own crops. Eventually, it's just a shame that it costs us that much money right away. That's why we need to get the shop by the house. I think it was like 30 grand or something. Okay, so a little bit of back and forth here. Let's go grab our sprayer. And then we need to go fill up. Luckily, we just purchased a bunch of stuff, so we should be able to fill up pretty easily. Yeah, so these narrow tires mean you can basically drive over the crops. Excuse me. Like I said, I got a little bit of a cold, so I'm doing my best to not be just sniffling and bugging you guys. Okay. Is this field to our left, so we just need to fertilize that sucker. A little bit of back and forth here, but no big deal. It's kind of cool. It's actually like the same as it would be in real life, like with your joystick. If you're using the joystick on a tractor, it's like the same exact directions. It works really well, actually. A little tricky still, despite it being familiar. You know, I use tractors at work and stuff. And it's a little sketchy. Okay, so fertilizer. Hopefully Okay, this is not the realistic way to... Well, I'll be good. I was gonna just slam into it in reverse, but why do that when we actually do have the attachment in the front? Let's separate this fertilizer. Hopefully we can fill it. Oh no! We actually lost it. That's a bummer. Maybe we'll just fill it right here. I didn't want to accidentally fill it with herbicide. Okay. At least we're full. We'll deal with the pallets and all that crap later. Go to settings and you change it to mile per hour instead of kilometer per hour. Yeah, I actually had a guy at work tell me that, but I didn't. Let's change that. Assume it's over here in like those game settings. What is it? Fuel usage. Money unit, dollars, measuring unit, miles, area unit, acres. Cool. Thanks. I kind of forgot about that. You're the best. Now we actually know how fast we are because we're dumb Americans and we don't understand. Except for our New Zealand buddy in here. Got Facebook. No, I don't have a Facebook that I use for this gaming stuff. Whoops. I just automatically went back to the house. Luckily, the field we gotta work on is right here. Zoom out a little bit so we can see what we're dealing with a little bit better, except for this freaking tree. Okay, so we need to unfold the sprayer. These are pretty cool because they're just... This is the cheaper one. Yet, it's still pretty damn wide. Look at that sucker. Alright, that's pretty cool. So... we don't need to lower it or anything. Huh? Nice. Cruise control, things like that. Okay. Let's turn on the sprayer once we get situated here. I'm going to zoom out quite a bit. Be a little excessive, but it'll make this view a whole lot nicer. Turn on sprayer. Let's fertilize this field. I got this game after seeing your first video. It's actually kind of fun and relaxing. Yeah, dude. It's totally different. I'm glad you picked it up. I know a lot of people won't give it a chance because it seems kind of silly. I get that. I do. But, honestly, it's a pretty chill way to spend your night. I do have Discord. Just tell me your Steam name and I'll unblock you on Steam. I may have missed it. I don't know if it's the same. I actually did a search. Whoops, turn off sprayer. I hit the wrong button. I did a search for your name there and it didn't come up. But maybe that's because I have you blocked. But I'll get you. Way more relaxing than MXM. Yeah, dude. I was telling Moto that today. Actually, we were playing Ring of Elysium, but I'm like, dude, it's way more chill to be playing Farming Simulator. So this field shouldn't take too long, obviously. Make us a little bit of money. Ooh, almost got into that tree. It's a little tight on that end, isn't it? Not a great corner for us. A little overlap, but that's okay. Trying to watch that edge. Probably swerving. It's Kind of hard in first person sometimes when you got this big old boom hanging out. Need to get MXM? Yeah, it's great. Let's be a little more efficient with our spray this time around. Kind of nice to do this zoomed out view for this, but it's not as pretty than if you zoom in and get things all nice and tight on you. I don't know if you're talking to me, Elijah, but I don't do that Snapchat nonsense. I don't understand it. I have no reason to do Snapchat. If I want to message somebody, I'll message them. Snapchat's not for me. I've downloaded it 2 separate times and deleted it both times. Doesn't make any sense to me. Seems like a total waste. That's just me, negative. I'm also like 28, so I know it wasn't popular like when I was in school or anything. So I can imagine if I was in like high school or something right now, it's probably like the thing to have. Otherwise, I don't see much of a reason. So we have negative $240. We'll turn that around real quick here. Yeah, I have Instagram for sure. My Instagram is Motion Motoring. It's my photography business. Motion Motoring, all one word. Now this is the only time where it is kind of nice if you are making a video, because for the viewer you can turn this into kind of fast forwarding. You know what I mean? If you got to do work on fields, it's just part of it though. Again, this is where it's nice to stream. That's why I did this again and started over with a career, because it just made sense to just play and kind of BS with some people, you know, whoever stops by, BS with them and post the content, instead of like making a million different videos. And then I'm just doing this kind of by myself. It's a lot more fun. Can we talk on it since I've been here since 9K? Yeah, of course we can always talk about it. Twitter's the best way to get a hold of me. That's all I can tell you. I talk to people on Instagram, but that's not really my gaming Instagram. If you want to talk to me gaming and whatnot, that's Twitter, man. That's all I can tell you. That's an easy way to chat with people. So a couple more passes and we'll be done with this field. Make a little bit of money. We desperately need it. But we have fields growing. You can see our tractor over there about maybe halfway through. You can see the tractor moving, planting, seeding that field, plowing and seeding it. So that's getting there. That's why we're going negative, because we're paying that guy right now to get that field done. Okay. Crows eating the seed on the fields. Bastards. Where I live, it's the deer eating the seed, eating the grass, not the seed. Eating the grass. I oversee, what is it, 8 or 10 acres of fields. I think that's what gives me a little bit of interest in this game. Oh, dang it, screwed up on that last corner. Thought with it not being that wide, we'd be able to get away with it. Oh, holy smokes. We might just barely. This might be perfect for this sprayer. Not too shabby. little overlap. A nozzle or two. You and Moto are probably my two favorite streamers because you guys are chill and interact with the viewers. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people want like, whoa, dude, that was crazy. Like, holy crap. Like, that's not me. And I can't pretend like that. I would never pretend. But I just, it's not me, man. All my streams are going to be like this. Some people might find that boring. Some might not. But that's it. Okay. So, let's fold the sprayer back up. We got the entire field done. You are welcome, good sir. Let's pull up our contracts real quick. Collect our contract. That's $4,000. So not too bad. Not great money. Let's see what this fertilizer job is. Field 7. It's a 9-acre field, so significantly bigger. But you can see that fertilizing goes pretty quick. This is a 2-acre field, field 5. We got harvesting. Use your own equipment. So you have to take it to the train station mill. 3 acres, $2,000. Transporting. Just some other random silly stuff you can do here. Harvest the corn. I don't have stuff to harvest corn. $8,000 on this one. Harvest the potatoes. Might be easiest for us to just do another fertilizing job. 29. It's only $800, but it's a tiny field. That might not be too bad of a deal here. What do we got? Fertilized field 7. That's that 9-acre field. Let's take a look at that field on the map. What was it? Field 9? Oh, that's a pretty big field. That's going to take a little bit. While we're here, we can actually check on this field to see how quick it's growing. So it's in the growth process. You can see the key over here. It's kind of at the beginning of growing, but it's getting there. Once it's ready to harvest, we need to be ready to do the bales and all that. That's a big process. Good thing is this smaller field over here should make things a little bit easier. One thing I'm thinking about doing is cutting down some trees. I've never done this before, but cutting down the trees over here by the house and loading them on our trailer and trying to make a little bit of money doing that instead of doing a contract. Just to switch things up. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's bring this back over to the house. Contract completed. Looks like the AI missed a spot over there. Missed a couple spots. I have to clean that up ourselves. He's just about done there, which is nice. Back this sucker in there. Let's see. Whoops. Sorry, I'm just failing, fellas. I popped off the wrong attachment. Popped off the stuff on the front there. Okay, so let's hop into this tractor. Perfect timing. Dismiss the worker. Let's grab these couple pieces that he missed. You know what? I should just go along this way. Just back into the road without paying attention. Lower the cultivator, turn it on. Lower the sower, turn it on. Stuff's already growing on that end, which is nice. Lift, turn it off. our seeder. Turn it off. Things are starting to grow. That's a good sign. We need this stuff to grow so we can make some money off of our own farms. I want to join you. I have this game. Nice. If enough people are interested, I'd like to do a multiplayer one, but at the moment, not that many people are interested. So it might be a waste to start something and do a big multiplayer world, but I really actually would like to do that. So it's all on mine. Drop our seeder off here. Okay. Little cultivator. And detach the whole thing. Cool. So both of our tractors are now available. Now we're not doing so great on money, but we have 2 fields really getting things going. We need to almost look at where we're at, what we need to do, and what we need to focus on. Like I said, I kind of want to cut down some trees because I've just never done that. Let's look at that real quick. Chainsaw. Buy a steel. Could buy a husky just because this is a moto channel. Let's buy a husky. It's $1,000 bucks. Okay. Scroll the mouse wheel or press 1 or 2 on the keyboard to switch to chainsaws. Okay. So, since we did that, we need to go pick up our... We need to go pick up our trailer so we can load the trees onto it. Our trailer isn't really the perfect trailer for trees, but I hope we can chuck them on there and strap them down. Multiplayer is fun, although sometimes shenanigans happen, like who can launch a tractor off the cliff the furthest. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's get this zoomed in a little bit closer here. We're just going to rip across. To pull those logs, we may as well switch back over to our regular wheels, our standard wheels instead of these narrow guys. We could have done a couple more fertilizing jobs, but let's be honest, it's only so exciting. I wanted to do that other one that was 9 acres, but that would take a while. It's a lot of back and forth. Let's switch it up to make different money and try different things. That's what this is all about. Let's see. Can we get it cheaper on G2A? Yeah, I'm sure you probably can. Okay, so kind of what we did before. Just detach the fork. We don't even need it, so we could just leave it there. We almost need the weight on the front right now, which is even more money. To pull these logs. It'll be interesting to see how tough that will be. Okay, customize. Let's change it back over to the standard. Good, it's free. Okay, so we're set up there. See that front loader, I'm thinking it might be good to have because it's a little bit of weight. It's not as good as the big weight that you could actually modify on this tractor. Sometimes some tractors you buy weights and attach them to the front. This tractor you actually customize the tractor. Put the weight on there. I know we have all these pallets here. We'll get to that. We will get to that. But for now, the goal is making money. So let's pull this trailer out. Now this is the first time we've used this trailer. I'll probably zoom out so you can kind of see. Now notice it actually, this dude's honking at me. Pissed. So it pivots there, not just kind of at where it attaches to the tractor, but also on that first axle. That axle rotates, which is nice for doing really tight corners. You can kind of see there, I tried to demonstrate it. But it sucks ass at backing up. So my goal is to avoid backing this trailer up, which is a total bummer. I really like backing trailers up. Like in real life and in this game, it's kind of one of those fun things, backing your trailer up. This game, unfortunately, you can't quite do that very easily with this trailer. I know there's tricks to it, but it's almost just not worth doing. You're almost better off just leaving it and just planning and pulling in straight when you need to use this trailer. So just so you know, we're gonna rip in front of these guys. Ah. Okay, let's pull somewhere hopefully a little bit easier. I don't know which way these trees are gonna fall. Probably want to pull somewhere flat, don't we? If we could just honestly go right into the middle of things until this trailer levels out. Okay, that's a little silly, but we're farmers, man. Alright, let's see what this chainsaw is all about. Never used this. Let's cut this one down here. Let's see, maybe it's easier for me to do this. Okay, I'm learning. Remember I saw somebody that said it's a straight cut is actually the way to go instead of an angled cut. Can you type in chat, please? Me? Why would I type in chat? I'm talking to you. Okay. Now we need to cut these into manageable pieces. I really don't know how big we can pick them up. I guess we can always cut them more. Do something where we can pick them up with our bare hands, because we don't have anything else to pick these up with. This might not even work. So let's see if we can pick it up. Too heavy? Object is too heavy. Okay, so that's not ideal. I was kind of worried about that. I thought you could pick up a log that size and haul it out of there. Damn it. There's no way we're picking that up with this forklift. That's just going to be brutal. That is not going to go very well. Let's go to the purchase menu. It's unfortunate. Wheel loaders. Let's go to front loader. Fork with grapple. Thought that'd be nice. Log fork, $800. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Buy. Spending money on all kinds of crap, so now we got to go all the way back to the store. It's okay. We'll ditch the trailer. Luckily, we picked a house that's by the store. Can you imagine if we were somewhere really far away on this map where you had to go really, really far to get to the store? Get a skid steer? I'd like to, man, but it just costs more money. So that's one of the reasons why I got... It'll be cheaper? $800? $800 and I have a tractor that can do all kinds of stuff. Plus I have to take the tractor with me. Oh, I'm going for it. Shoot the gap! Plus I have to have the tractor with me to pull that trailer. I don't know, I don't think you can pull a trailer with a skid. I do like skids though, but this will work pretty well. Now we can pick up the logs, throw them on, and pull the trailer all with this one unit. So we just do it all with one swoop. Okay, so we could have dropped this fork off at the house, but we're going to need it here. So let's detach our fork. We'll attach this sucker. Let's give it a little test run. That would be very nice to pick up those logs. Cool. Again, spending money. You got to spend money to make money. I thought you bought a front loader. Oh, no. Yeah, I just bought the attachment. Just the attachment. You can type it in the chat, your Instagram. Elijah, it's motion motoring. That's my Instagram. If anybody wants to follow, it's like photos of AMA motocross and stuff. That's kind of what I take photos of. And car racing and whatnot. Just rip through the parking at the house. Okay, now we can cut everything up. Okay, let's hop out. Chainsaw. So now I can go bigger. Go real big. Let's see, we want it to fit on the trailer pretty nice. Guess we'll just have to learn. Trial and error. Limit real quick. Oh, fallen limb. That's just a bush, right? Alright, that's just a bush. Get out of here. Shoot, cut that down. Okay. There's our other cut. Okay. Should be good. Might be able to even pick that one up. Come on, bro. Pick it up. Might be easier to do with the mouse. Come on. Pick it up. This pussy-ass little piece of wood. We did something. Let's see if we can pick up these other small pieces here at the front. Probably would make sense to do the small pieces last, but we're just doing things a little backwards. Screw it. We'll get it all on there and strap down. The straps in this game are pretty sweet, actually. As you can see, just automatically sees that you need the strap and where the strap needs to go. It's actually pretty sweet. We'll cut down on as many trees as we can fit, honestly. There's a lot of trees here. That's one of the benefits of buying this property right away. Assume this one's too heavy. Too heavy. Okay, tractor it is. Nice, Logan. Alright. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. This is going to be a learning process. Like I said, the attachments and using this is not always the easiest thing. Oh, I guess we need to open her up first, huh? Must be nice to be uphill from it. We'll see what we can do though. It'd be easier to get some of the other pieces. And open it up. It's super difficult to pick up. Okay, that piece, we might have to move that piece around. Let's see what it would be like. Dead wood. Just slam into it. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. Maybe get a little better situated here. The stump. Like I said, with the hill here, I don't think it's ideal. Open it up. side like I've been talking. I think it's going to be easier. Oops. Oh, you sent me a message. Cool. Thank you, sir. What's up, yo? What's up? What's up, Chronic Sign? How you doing? I'm struggling to pick up some wood. Kind of first time messing with this. What's going on here? We got one at least, fellas. Not going to worry too much about where we're putting it. Sure don't want it to fall off. That is extremely difficult. Pretty difficult to get these picked up with this loader. Okay. Let's see if we can get this one. It's a little bit more exposed. Dude, this is painful. So I need less angle so it can just slide in. Tree, help me out, maybe. Even then, it don't come in. Guess we got it. Sorry, fellas, this is rough. Excuse me. Yeah, a little tricky doing these trees. If I was making a video of this, I would have fast-forwarded through this. But no, we're just crushing it live. Top down, that's what I was doing at the beginning, and it was harder. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this piece is in pretty good position. Yeah, I was struggling from up here. Unless I can really get it to pick it up at a distance. See, you think you'd be able to claw it. Quite. So then I'm just like pushing the stupid thing down the hill. Oh, I might be able to get it now. I think I did. Barely. I think it's gonna fall out. You son of a bitch. Maybe we can still get it over there. We can go over that stump. Nope. Pretty ghetto way to grab this thing. This is going to be tough to get off of here. There's no way this is going well. Dude, it's like stuck. Nailed it. Dude, this is brutal. There's equipment that you can get that picks this stuff up a lot easier. It's expensive. Forestry equipment. I just know you can make good money off these trees. But I hate to waste too much more time trying to get these things. Now we can't claw it because we're by the trailer. There we got it. It's like glitching out. Doesn't matter like that trailer. The arm up like a claw machine. Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I'm trying to scoop it off the ground. Maybe it's better. Good thinking. Okay, I see. Claw downward. I'm catching. You're trying to top down. Yeah, I think I'm just stupid, huh? Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm gonna throw a couple straps on here. Just so they don't go anywhere. I'll try that. I think you guys are totally right. It's not meant to fight it by rolling on the ground. You guys are geniuses. Let's see. Let's see if we can pick up this smaller chunk here. That is how you need to pick them up, I think. I think you're totally right. For some reason, I was thinking scooping it up. I don't know why. Yeah, this should be way easier. That's really fun. Thanks, fellas. I don't know how I didn't think about that. That's the thing with this game, man. There's so many different details that it is so easy to not really get it figured out. Now everything's backwards because I'm looking at it like this. Dude, that's like the easiest thing ever. See, and that's why I'm playing this and streaming it. I don't know how I didn't put that together. That must have been painful to watch. Come on. Pick up this other shit. It's just laying around. Let's get our big logs in first. Gotta say, work smarter, not harder. Yep. Gotta be careful. I don't want to knock stuff off. That's why I put those other straps down. Open it up. Grab this other big one here. That's just my easier to do from there. I don't know how much this will be worth. Really no clue. This is all kind of trial and error, something that I haven't done before. Here without hitting any trees. Try to load this one up on the front. Need to cut this freaking tree down next to us. Oh shit. I guess we'll see if that can get strapped down. Okay, we got this. Yeah, Elijah, I saw that. Kind of nasty. Just getting that thing landed on and twisting it sideways. This is all getting kind of sketch. I think, especially for the video or the stream's sake, we gotta stop and just see how much this really gets us here. It shouldn't really give us that much money. I don't want to waste more time. So that's not very many logs. That's embarrassing. That is just terrible. That's pretty funny. Okay, we learned a lot. It'd be nice to do this in more of a controlled environment where it's not on this hill and there's stumps and crap around. We actually know how to pick them up now, thanks to you guys. There's more, but I don't want to waste more time doing this, to be honest. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle over here. Mainly because we have that thing sideways here. Again, this trailer, the goal is to avoid backing this thing up. It just sucks that other axle. We're just gonna kind of slam it out of here. Guess we can't take it super realistic all the time. Got the job done. Okay, so now we need to look and see. Just working in front of people. We need to look and see where we need to sell this, where we make the most money. So let's look at, yeah, Farming Sim 19. We need to cut those trees around the trailer so you can put them straight on. Yeah, for sure. Kind of, the more you learn, the more you do it. But yeah, definitely need to do it in a more controlled environment instead of what I was trying to do there. Okay, I don't even know what logs look like. Excuse me. Damn cold. Okay, let's see. Is it super obvious what the log icon is or not? It's not super obvious. Transport, pigs, logging. Wood chips. It's crazy. Logging can be like its own thing. Stump grinder attachments. Let's see. So what the hell is the icon for wood? I wish you could hover over it and it would just tell you. It's never that easy. That's something else, isn't it? Let me just look it up super fast to not waste any more time. Let's see here. Farm Simulator 19, wood icon. That's how you know you're a noob. Please disable your ad blocker. It's really making this easy. Materials, let's see. Wood chips. Okay, square bales, round bales. I know you guys can't see this. Huh. Maybe just sell it at one of the wood places. Maybe it's super obvious. I'd like to see how much it's selling for in the different locations. Maybe there's only one that you can sell it at. Water cow pig, blah blah blah. Wood chips, fur, polar, diesel. Not much good information there. Okay, so I guess we'll look at the map. One of them's probably just called wood, something. Grain mill, sawmill. That would make sense. Lime station. Railroad silo west. Barn. I thought you could sell it at the barn. What inspired you to do YouTube? Nothing. I just started doing it because it sounded fun, really. Spinnery, train station, mill. Let's visit this place, see what things look like. Pretty cool map, right? Like, I plan on growing this farm to something big. That's my plan, at least. Doesn't look like you'd be able to do it there. Let's see what sawmill looks like. I mean, wood around here. Pretty sure you can sell logs here. Sell wood. Okay, so that's where we're coming. We need to go up to the sawmill, so we need to head way far north. I don't think there's another one. Grain, spinnery, train station, mill. Isn't that what we already looked at? Let's double check here. Yeah, it is. Let's double check that there's not something to sell wood at over here. I think it's just that one area, but it's all this industrial right here. Sold at the trigger near the barn. Trader near the barn. Decker. Sold the trigger near the barn. Where was the barn? Can I sell it around here? Looks like you might be able to sell it right here, huh? Open now. It's for animals and stuff. Says Steam community. Again, this is the problem with trying to do a new thing and do it on stream. Maybe you just sell it right here, you know what I mean? Animal dealer. I might just head north. It's a bit of a trek. All right. Onward. Straight ahead, take our first left, go until it goes to pretty much a Y, so it should be actually. The only bad thing is we don't have that many logs, so it's probably going to be a longer trek for not that much money. But it'd be interesting to see. I know you can make a lot of money from wood. I think for our next time, I just need to get it into like a controlled environment. Because I would like to do the forestry stuff, but man, you don't want to be fighting all the crap I was trying to fight in there. It just made it a shit show. Now that I know how to pick them up, if I had more of like a tree farm type thing, cut it down, pick them all up real nice, throw them on the trailer, and not have to like dodge shit, I think that'd probably be the way to go. So you can see that green icon. That's where we're heading. That green, like, thing, a beam of light. Can we overtake with the trailer? Somebody's coming this way. almost decided to shoot the gap. Not a good idea. Let's see. Stay left around this stuff. Going to the right place, just gonna take you a bit. Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure. A little hard to tell right away, other than it being called the sawmill, but I was hoping there would be somewhere a little closer than that. Hey, now you know. Now you know you really gotta make it worth your while. Actually, we can rip through here, I guess. Right? Yeah. Kind of cool. Go on a little trek. Pulling a big trailer. In the mirrors, you can see all the logs on the trailer in our mirrors. That's sweet. Uh-oh. We're still trucking along, but this is steep. Can you go watch me reflect videos for a little? Be back there. It's dedication, man. But, yeah. Go watch some reflex, man. I'll be posting some reflex, streaming some reflex here soon. Just wanted to get this going on a night where it felt relaxing. Kind of needed something like this. For those of you guys that are looking for some moto content, there's a lot more coming here real soon. And then we've got, like I said, I'm literally welding together and spending most of my time, most of my evenings, working on building a cockpit for like a cylinder rig, and I bought on the steering wheel, shifter, pedals, handbrake, the whole shebang. My VR, and so I'm going to be posting some pretty serious iRacing stuff. Set of course, that's my main plan. That's what I'm most excited about, just so you guys know. And that's stuff that I have more experience in than even moto. Even though I've raced moto and all that growing up and whatever, but I have more experience and knowledge with car racing and cars and history of Formula 1, WRC, that kind of stuff. And just production cars and numbers and specs, and like that's, my brain is full of all that stuff. So that's what's coming. It's a pretty cool trek though. It's a long ways up here, but kind of nice to see a little bit of a map, especially these waterfalls. Like how sick is that? Big river running through here. Like they overdid it with the rapids. I mean, that's brutal. You're not getting in a raft and going down that. Drifting on a Seto, yes sir. I've got pretty good drift set up right now, and I'm gonna have the cockpit with the handbrake and VR. So VR drifting, I'll be able to post videos doing some tandems and stuff like that with the handbrake, and I'm the webcam on that, so you can just kind of see what I'm yanking. But VR drifting's fun. VR dirt rally, Assetto Corsa laps, like lap record type stuff at the Nürburgring and Spa. Automobilista, trying to do some cool mods. Pretty excited for that too. Yeah, should actually be pretty sweet. Again, it's gonna be one of those almost, hopefully not as bad as this, but where I gotta post a lot of it to grow that, because that's really the kind of stuff that started my YouTube channel. Doing Forza videos and drift laps at the Nürburgring in cars, like that's really what started this all off. And a little bit of Battlefield, that kind of made me blow over. Not blow up, because I've never blown up, but that made me make a little bit more money. Not money. I'm just thinking of fun with the stupid logs. So that is a wimpy load. Look at what we just brought. That's like 2 trees, maybe. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it, man, because it's something that I'm investing a lot of money and time into. Like, I'm building a full cockpit, welding it all together, doing it proper. It's pretty sick. All right. Okay, the straps are gone. Now what? I think I just go here. Sell wood. $3,800. And that was not much wood. So again, I know maybe it seems like that was a bit of a waste. It took a while to make that little bit of money, but let's be honest, we sucked picking it up and we didn't have much wood. 2 trees or something. Quick $4 grand. We get a good system and maybe even get a trailer that'll work a little bit better for logs. We can make some serious cash. We can make 15 grand pretty easy if we wanted to. But again, just another option, a little bit of variety, I guess. Now let's go full throttle down the hill. LZ, Adam LZ's his real setup or sim setup? I've seen like thumbnails for a sim setup, but never watched it. The only Adam LZ videos that I typically have watched have been stuff when he's in Japan drifting. Like that's the stuff that's pretty interesting to me. Otherwise, you know, haven't been super into it. Not bad for 5 logs. Yeah, exactly, right? I know that's not that much money, but we needed a little cushion so we don't go in the negative. And it was kind of fun to see what that was like to do logs. Sim setup, yeah. I haven't. Maybe I should. I know it's something crazy. But I'm pretty pumped for mine. Should be really fun. That's what I'm more looking forward to than just about anything. I don't know how people are going to receive it on my channel, if they're going to really like it or not. But I really like racing proper stuff, like iRacing, taking it serious, or doing laps at the Nürburgring. I have the whole Nürburgring memorized, you know what I mean? So it's really fun running laps and trying it in different cars in the Seto. Yeah, I just really dig doing all that. But yeah, I'll check out his setup for sure. Hell of a lot easier getting back down off that mountain. It's just steep, so it's slow going. I went an interesting route because I'm planning on going direct drive. The direct drive stuff that I wanted right now isn't available. So I had a G27 and a wheel stand pro. And I'm upgrading from that. So I got Fanatic stuff. So I've got the CSL Elite, but it's the PS4 one. It's like a slight upgrade. So not too exciting with the base, but I think for right now, since I plan on doing direct drive once they're more available from them, I'm going to switch to that pretty quick. So the CSL Elite will work great. And I do have the CSL Elite pedals with the load cell brake that a lot of people like. It's got good adjustability compared to like the V3 pedals. And I have their SQ, like the sequential and H pattern shifter from them, and the handbrake. So I want to do a little more hardcore with the base to start off with, but I had to draw the line somewhere, dude. I shouldn't have bought all that anyways. Like I said, I have a ton of medical bills with my shoulder, surgery I had recently that was unexpected. So anyway, just problems, you know, is what it is. But I'm pumped for that setup. Okay, we're back to the house. Let's get on the map and see where our fields are at. So they're still growing. Looks like you got a little strip up here at the top that's ready to harvest. That's kind of funny. So they're still in the earlier stages of growing, both of them. This one's starting to get into that next step. So there's a good bit of growing to do on these fields until they're really ready to rock. The one thing we do need to do, now that we just got back to the house and unloaded the trailer, let's go pick up our stuff. All those pallets. Throw them on the trailer and get them delivered. And one thing I might do, which isn't the best idea, is to get a small loan. It's not the best idea, but get a small loan and get the area over at other field set up as like a home base. I'd like to knock that out as quick as possible. Take this sign out and screw it. Maybe I won't. Can you save the sign? Nope, sign's good. Sorry, sign. Okay. Those logs were a bitch, especially since I was trying to pick them up correctly the whole time. That'll do it, right? Okay, let's detach our fork, log, I guess, and pick up the fork. Seems more accurate. Now, this isn't always the easiest thing either, but I think I'll do better at this than with the logs. Too high. Kind of got to get that nice low spot where you still have pressure on your front wheels so you can steer. We don't have that much here, so I don't think I need to be too particular. About loading it. Just throw some straps on this stuff, get it knocked out, and go deliver it, and then maybe set up our other spot. See if I can maybe push this thing over real quick. Straighten it out. This actually isn't too bad. It's definitely tricky because it's kind of hard to tell what you're doing, but barely saved it. Big boy stuff. Yeah, I don't know about that. I could have gone a little more hardcore, but yeah, the direct drive would be pretty hardcore. But I think for now, let's get the cockpit. That CSL lead will be great. It's not going to be terrible. It's a big step up from the G27, so I think it'll do me good for a little bit. Until I decide to just drop the cash. Drop $1 grand just on a base. Ooh. The weight behind these. But yeah, get that direct drive. Okay, let's throw these two on there. A lot of setup going on around here lately. Except for the stupid logs. These logs are kind of stupid. Not to be too negative. Okay. Last seed bag. Okay. Let's strap these down so they don't go anywhere. Shit, we got one more. We already used that one. Not sure how much is really left. Yeah, we used this one for the contract. Kind of like the logs. This is half the battle. Get something down there. What the hell? It's actually starting to get dark. Get this one loaded up in the same spot. It's like glitching out on us here. Might be able to just get away with that, especially since it's getting dark. Let's hurry up, throw some straps. Uh-oh. Might need to adjust that one just a little bit, actually. There we go. It should strap down. Strap from this side. Need this strap. Well, I think we're gonna go for it. Never a good idea, but that's what's gonna happen. We're running out of time. Okay, we'll start over here. Let's get some lights on. There we go. Blind look. I think we still have them both. Let's go drop it off at this location. What's going on here? Fireballing. I understand. Big boy stuff. Definitely did it a lot faster. Yeah, those aren't too bad, but they're still a little tricky. You can tell, just getting the right movement and stuff, and they're a little finicky as well, so a little bit tough. What's going on here? Just building a farm, man. Fireballing. Just building a farm. For those guys that haven't been here, what we're doing right now is delivering supplies to our other field. So we don't have to go back and forth all the time. We can just store some stuff over here. So fertilizer, herbicide, and seed. But it is getting dark, which is really not good. I have to work on this area. Almost might be best to leave this trailer here. Tough decisions. You can always come back and pick this stuff and move it out. Yeah, maybe we're, before it gets too dark, let's drop the stuff off here so at least it's here. Strap across the front. Unfasten the strap. I don't know if this one's actually working correctly. Okay. Okay, let's try to get this stuff off here quick. It's going to be a little wonky. And I think I'm going to kind of cheat it. Got it. Got it. Not the way I want to do things, but since it's getting dark, of course we drop both seed bags. It's actually okay. We'll have 2 bags of seed here. Not a big deal. Man, it's getting dark quick. You guys probably can't see much. Let's hook up. Shit, we gotta throw some straps on here. I guess that's it. Throw a strap in between them. I would assume that isn't doing dick. I'm confused as farming sim, but the thumbnail is Moto. Yeah. That's just like my waiting screen. I didn't set a thumbnail. It's just like the screen that's my waiting. But the title said farming sim, so at least that gives it away. Okay, we gotta get back to the house and sleep. That'll get us through the night. Can't see much, but I'm gonna try to look at chat. Gotta go, man. Ramirez Kid, thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. I definitely appreciate that. I'm confused. Oh, yeah. Pretty off topic, but what if they made custom tracks similar to Reflex for new Mexico TV games? I have talked to some of the guys that make tracks, and a lot of them just say it won't really work that well. Yeah, I think they can do it, and there's some guys working on that, but with the physics in like All Out, for example, I don't think it works that well to do the whole custom track thing for those. Now, that's some guys that are pretty opinionated and really like Reflex, but they also know their stuff, and there's some really talented fellas. So, hard to say. Make that? I think we actually made that with our trailer in between the 2 cars. Just overtaken with our trailer. But anyway, the gist is people are kind of working on it, but I don't think they're too pumped on making tracks for All Out. volume's too loud? What? I'm surprised. You're the first person to say that. I've been streaming for a long time. Okay. Got our cedar back there somewhere. Okay. Now we can go over to the house and sleep, get through the night. Sleep. Let's see. Hopefully, I wonder how many hours it'll let us do. I think I'm going to do a full 12 hours. Because the night is long. Perfect. 8 a.m. Slacking. We should have got up a little earlier, but yeah, not too bad. And it looks like we have some work to do. Wow, this guy's... I blame this guy for his weeds growing so bad that they were heading our direction. I think that's some weed. So yeah, we have 100% weed in this field, which isn't great, as you can see. Wonder if we could spray it really quickly. It wouldn't hurt. It might be a little too late in the grow to do this, but we're going to give it a shot. Let's undo this strap. We're going to need to take that stuff off. So let's hop back in the tractor. Well, let me know. I can adjust it. Like I said, not many people have complained. Okay, so we really need the herbicide, which is the one with the red icon on it. Okay. Put it all back here, but it's nice to have like a staging area for chemicals and whatnot. We need a weight on the back of this thing. We're really pushing it. So we'll put this down here for now. That'll work. Okay. Let's grab our sprayer. You said build the farm, did you mean like the motor farm? I wish, man. That'd be awesome. It's like 10 different games in one. Play it however you want. Okay, now I think we need to unload our sprayer here. So it might make it kind of ugly. Actually, I'm going to do that over here because it'll drop a pallet, basically. Unload Y. Yes, it'll drop a pallet. Whatever was in the sprayer, which was fertilizer from the fertilizer job. Refill the sprayer. Shouldn't take too much. Might just do that much. Even then is too much. Ooh, shit. One thing we're forgetting is to change our wheels to narrow ones. Now, what we're actually going to do at this point, it was inevitable. Let's see. First of all, let's check how much the shop is, because then we can work on it at house. We really need this. It's $28,000. So we're going to get a loan so we can buy that. Now, we will be paying this loan off. Shit, I kind of forget. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got enough to get us by. Just need to remember that we need to work on that loan and be paying it off as we go. So, purchase menu. miscellaneous. This is just really nice to have here. Over the hill. Go back to our other field here. Okay. Let's see, where do we want the shop? I'm thinking I'm gonna have probably another garage over here of some kind in the future, so we don't want to get too carried away there. This is kind of nice to pull in and park a trailer or something. Nah, you know what, screw it. This is a good place for the shop. We'll put it... Wait, is there anything else? You know what, this might not be a bad spot. Objects will collide. There we go. Now we got a little shop there. Perfect. A little bit of money, but it doesn't hurt to do a little bit of a loan. We're getting ready to make some cash, make some profit. Imagine if that's easy to get loans in real life. For sure, dude. Now let's see what happens here. I think it's going to read all of our attachments. Vehicle options, yes. I don't know why it does that. I mean, I get it, but it's like, if you pull a full vehicle, come on. So what we're gonna have to do, detach. Yeah, actually no, that works. And we can... It won't let me... Why can't I... It won't let me take off the fork. Guess it just needed to be lowered to the ground. So the sloppiest unload ever, but it's a little frustrating, so fuck it. Customize. Wheel setup. Narrow tires. Boom. Now we don't damage the crop. Now you can turn that setting off, but it's kind of nice to have a reason to need to use these. Hopefully we can get away with doing this without a weight. Unless we could have customized it. Might be doing a wheelie here. Guess not. So again, with spraying, let's zoom out a little bit. Actually, a lot. Unfold the sprayer. Try to spray this thing for weeds. Again, I don't know if we're too late in the grow process where it won't make a difference, but we'll give it a shot and see what the results are. Okay, cool. Had to switch to my controller here. It was already kind of picking it up. Lower sprayer. Turn on our sprayer. Get rid of those weeds. Canola is a pretty cool crop. Bright yellow. I mean, it's kind of cool, right? Like I said, I blame our neighbor for the weeds. Look at their field. Looks like shit. No weeds just blew over to our field. Okay, luckily this field's small, so this should make it pretty easy to do these passes. Now if you notice, it makes the weeds kind of go away. It actually just turns them dark, makes them basically wither away as soon as you spray them, which is kind of nice. A good visual to be able to see that you're doing something. It really do be like that sometimes. You see what it is. what it do be. Girls can't hold they smoke. It do be like that. Skunk did do that though. Probably have to do a couple passes here to get this knocked out. Just slam it into a tree. Come on, we're better than that. Maybe we're not. We're gonna have to do one handsy little strip here at the end. It's kind of a drag. A little bit of a waste of materials. But that's okay. When did you start this farm? A couple hours ago now? I don't know how long however long I've been streaming. I'd have to look. Actually, I guess it tells me. 2 hours and 45 minutes ago. So it takes a while. It takes a while to do the whole farm thing. Most of it's just the setup. At least now we're starting to work on our fields. I haven't been working on the fields all that much. Like I said, the forestry, the log thing took a while, and that was a bit of a disaster. Otherwise, yeah, I think things have gone pretty well. This arms to fold in. Okay. The field is sprayed. Not sure if we need to spray the other field. Let's check that on a map real quick. Pull up the map. Growth. So it's got a lot of weeds. Now the field we have right here needs lime, and we need to buy another spreader for that. So Jesus, dude, there's always something to do. So really we need to spray this field. That's probably best. We need to do lime too, but that might have to just wait for now. I guess we could pay a guy to spread lime on our field by the house while we're doing this. Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea at all. Let's hop in this tractor. We need to go over to the store. And we'll pick up some, actually we're going to be buying another spreader. So that's going to cost some money. We might have to even extend our loan. I am a man. Music and gamer, hard to say I guess, huh? Isn't the cattle really good in this farm sim? Where's everybody at? Am I late in the stream or something? Yeah, you're kind of late in the stream, I guess. Not that many people are here to watch Farming Simulator, and I totally understand that. People are on my channel to watch Moto, so, you know, I get it. Not that many people around. I don't know how many people are watching. I haven't even really looked, so just chilling. But, not where we wanted to go. Start reading chat and just go on autopilot, cruising to the other field. We're gonna go to the store, we're gonna pick up a spreader and fill it full of lime. And then we'll go back to the house and get a worker spreading lime on the field. Hopefully, that's the plan. I'm just gonna rip through the parking lot here. Screw it. I usually try to keep it clean, but we're jumping this thing today. Alright. 11 people. Yeah, it's not too bad for something like this, let's be honest. I'd have a hell of a lot more if I was streaming something people want to watch, but again, it's all good. So, let's see here. Let's see how much this damn spreader is. spreader, we don't want that. Fertilizer technology. Okay. That'll spread lime, but it's $40,000. Holy smokes. Excuse me. 40 grand. Holy crap. Farming Sim is a cool switch up. I'm digging it. Nice. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for watching, everybody that is here. This is gonna set us back big time. It's gonna set us back. Maybe we do this first crop without lime. Make some money first. Nah, fuck that. That's boring. Okay, so we're gonna buy it. We will get this going here. Get us up to 50. That'll work. That'll work. So our loan is $325,000. That's a lot, but we will get where we need to pay it off. It'll take a little bit, but again, you brought up cattle. I'm not just gonna do cattle. I'll probably end up doing horses. You could sell those horses for like $50,000 a piece. Now that's the long-term goal, but we got to get things situated where we have a nice working farm. So $325,000 for a loan isn't that bad total from the very start to have everything that we have. I think it's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's go to boom, customize. Now the reason why I got a little extra is because these spreading discs suck. This unit is a hell of a lot better. It spreads it way wider. It's $8,000. But trust me, I've used it before. It's the way to go. 47,000. There we go. Big bags. Seed. Lime. Buy. I think we actually need to buy 2. May as well do it now while we got the loan, we got the money. Okay. So let's grab the spreader, fill it up. Filling it up now. That's the reason why I got 2 of them. Can we fill it up from here? Okay. Now it's not going to get us too far, but again, we're just doing the small field at the house, so this will for sure do that. And then we can go, probably ought to check the other field and see if we need to spread lime there as well. Probably need to. If that's the case, we can stop back by the store and fill back up on lime before we head over there. I like big ones in farming sim IRL and sim are like another thing just because all the equipment is so expensive at first. For sure. Definitely part of starting a farm. As you can imagine, it's like, okay, that tractor's, you know, $300,000. It's like, holy crap. Now, we don't want to damage the crop, so for now, let me just pull this tractor over here. For now, just because we got this one already ready to go. May as well switch the tractors up. Tires, we can just get this going since we made the change already. Unfold the spreader. Okay. Turn on the spreader. Probably need to be a little bit farther. I hope our trailer tires don't screw with this crop. Oh, looks like they started to there, doesn't it? Yep. Yeah, it's definitely going to damage it. Good thing we have the shop here. Another little inconvenience. Is what it is. It's all part of it, isn't it? Customize. Wheel setup, narrow tires. 500 bucks, more money. It's adding up, fellas. Spending a fortune. This is fun, just relax and watching Farming Simulator. I like it and watch it again. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. That's exactly what I did. That's why I started playing this game and wanting to stream it, is because I did that. I watched somebody play it. And it was just super laid back, super chill, and kind of interesting, right? Like, so I knew that there's people out there like me that would appreciate it. It's not for everyone, that's for sure. But I think a lot of people just don't give it a chance. Okay, let's turn on the spreader. Hold on. Let's zoom out so we can see what's going on here. Zoom way out. Go. I don't know if it really matters spreading it at this late. I think you're more meant to do this fresh with the soil before you get things going, but hey, it needs it, We're gonna see how well this works. Pretty fun to watch this stuff spread too. Pretty cool effects. It's cool if you do it on just normal dirt that isn't, you know, no crops growing yet. It covers that dirt bright white. You can kind of see it through the ground, but it's kind of cool. Going through that line pretty quick. It might take 2 bags to do this area. Oh, turned a little early there. Hopefully we have enough to finish. Burns through this stuff quick, doesn't it? That was 2 pallets to do this small field. I think they were like 800 bucks a piece or something. I don't remember. I think that's what it was. Quite the expense. It's not cheap to do this. Come on. Come on, get all the way across. Oh, we missed the last, like... Ah, really? That's okay. Fold it up. Zoom back in here. Not too bad. Not too bad. At least we got that done. Good thing we got the 2 pallets and didn't just get the 1. Okay, now what did we say about the other field? Double check it here. It's got weeds on it. We don't even know if it needs lime because it needs the weeds so bad. Let's check growth. It's growing. Let's go spray it for weeds real quick. If it needs lime. Tough shit. Got some more here. Let's fill up just so we don't run out. We can always dump what we don't use. I just don't want to get all the way over there and run out. Definitely going through a lot of money. That's okay though. I think we have a pretty successful farm going once we start selling these crops. And the good thing is we're growing, let's see. Yeah, we're going to be growing that barley over at this field we're heading to. So for those of you guys that haven't been around, we're growing barley over at this field. It's a pretty big field too. So what you do with that is you actually harvest it with the combine, and it leaves a pile behind. Then you have to hit it with the windrower to put it into smaller, like more neat piles. And then you run it over with the baler to turn it into bales. Then you have to pick up the bales and put them onto the trailer to go sell the bales as well. Now you can also use the bales for food for your animals, depending on what animal you get. And that's kind of the longer term goal. I kind of want sheep because it's kind of cool. It's like it, or chickens or whatever. Like they get eggs and you sell the eggs, or you get the wool from the sheep, and it works pretty well. But the horses, there's actually a mod because you're supposed to go like ride the horses around and shit, and it's like I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but I gotta draw the line somewhere. So there's actually a mod that a lot of people use. It's called like Horse Trainer or something. That it does all of that. It basically just like gets the statistics where they need to be as if you were riding it, so you don't have to ride it and stuff. But you have to feed it still and all that. But and then it's in like 12 game days, you know, so it takes a little bit of time, but they mature and get to $50,000 a piece to sell them. So you just get horses rolling through and you sell them for $50,000. So that's where you can imagine you get 6 horses. It's like, well, we've paid off our loan now. So that's kind of something. You make bank with the bales IRL. Yeah, I know a couple people that do that though. Just gonna start on this side here. Yep, definitely some weeds in this field, huh? That's it all. They're pretty. But definitely a lot of weeds here, so it's a good thing we're spraying it. It'll improve our yield and mean that we make more money from this. So let's unfold the sprayer. We can lower it. Hell yeah, that's a sunroof, dude. Bitchin'. Alright. Turn on sprayer. Boom. Spray this field. Definitely a bigger field than the one by the house. And we're spending a lot of money on fluids, but now we have just about everything that we need to run these crops. You know, we have the baler, we have the windrow. That's a lot of stuff to buy. And we haven't really had that big of a loan on top of, you know, the game starts you with that, like, whatever it is, $250,000 loan or whatever the hell it is. So we didn't even do that. But obviously you basically did because you start with that and you have to pay it off. So whatever that is, but we have like 350 or whatever thousand that we got to pay off now, which is a lot, but it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Waste a little bit of product here. Like when people actually look at chat, makes you feel like fans are included. Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't stream if I didn't want to like talk to people in chat. Unfortunately, sometimes playing like a moto game, for example, it's kind of difficult. Like say you're playing sim, especially sim. You're racing, you're riding. Every minute you're riding, it's like, at least for me, it's pretty difficult to talk, to chat, to read chat more so. The reading of it is the hardest part when you're trying to race and play stuff. So it's like, That's why a game like this lends itself so well to streaming. Now again, the downside is not many people care to watch this, but for me it's chill, man. I'm kicking back, talking to the people that do want to stop by and just BS. It's like I'll talk to everybody. It's like, of course I will, you know? It's like people are stopping by, just kind of chilling. Monday night, Tuesday night, well, I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, Monday. But just kind of nice. Kind of laid back. What are you spraying? So I'm spraying an herbicide. So what this is, like I said, I deal with this type of stuff at work. So it's a selective herbicide. So, you know, you have many different types of herbicide, but selective basically means that it doesn't kill everything. It just kills a specific noxious weed or whatever it may be. So, yeah, we're just spraying for weeds here. With the same sprayer, we can spray fertilizer, which is pretty cool. And then recently we just bought a actual granular spreader that you spread. We're spreading lime, but you can spread granular fertilizer with that as well. And then I think in the future you can get manure and spread manure. So that's another reason why you can maybe get cattle or whatever to get manure and spread manure on your fields instead of having to pay for this more expensive chemical. So yeah, man, I'm part of a farm family in Illinois. Oh, really? Cool. That is very cool. I like it, man. Farming has always been pretty interesting to me. And more interesting the older I get. I think I have an appreciation for the hard work that goes into farming. It's pretty cool. I really dig it. Got a little hung up there. Should be able to make the corner still. Ooh, that one strip. What happened there? It's okay. Just a very small area. Shouldn't cause us any big problems. Must have ran that over with something. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't remember. Probably should lift the sprayer so we can get that high side not dragging on the ground. Okay, so at least we have this field sprayed now. Should make a pretty big difference. Turn off sprayer, fold it. Not too shabby. Now, I know I said I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, this and that, but the last thing that I really wanted to try to knock out was setting up a home base over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop this here, just so it's out of the way. We need to pick up this baler real quick, because we're probably going to have to modify the ground up here. I know that's pretty ugly, but we're going to make this a home base. And I want to get it set up right now, right away, with a little bit of more of a loan, so we can be really self-sufficient. That's the goal. But I need to get equipment out of the way so it doesn't affect just send the home base. Yeah, dude. Exactly. I grew up on a farm. It was awesome. No Wi-Fi, very limited service, TV channels. Yeah, I bet. That's cool. Okay, so purchase menu. Landscaping. Now, this is a brand new feature for this game. It's over here somewhere, isn't it? There it is. There's our field. There's a line there, too. I had the AI do this field. Must have been a strippy mist or something. Okay. So. And this is something I haven't messed with too much, but what we want to do is we want to make enough of a platform here that we can put a shed. Now, gotta think about this for a second. I almost want to make it. Let's look at the sheds first. Let's look at what we got here. So we'll probably do the small one, as you can imagine. Don't have enough money. I guess we gotta get the loan first to even pull it up and look at it. So that was only $9 grand for that, but it's gonna take a lot of money for us to modify the ground. Unfortunately, it costs money to do this, but I want to set up that home base like you said. Full send on the home base. So I'm actually going to go all the way to $100,000. So it's $425,000 that we have to pay back. Not going to be easy, but we also need to not get too carried away. We kind of are getting carried away, but we'll get there. So, problem is this costs money every little bit that we do. Now, I think we don't own the property up here for some reason. That's our property line. It kind of comes up at an angle through here, I believe, and that's where it stops. And then we own up top this hill. But you'll see kind of what I'm wanting to do. Again, I think what we need to do, getting ahead of myself here, is look at the shed to see how we would want to situate this. What would actually make sense so we don't spend too much money trying to get it to work. Now, if we put it that direction, it's going to be almost impossible to pull up here and back things in. If we put it this direction or the other direction, same kind of scenario. Let's think this through. Now, if I put it this direction, it must be nice for all this to face the farm. So if I put it this direction and made this big enough, we can make a path around the front. Actually, that's not a good idea, because the AI actually had a hard time with this. They actually stopped because they got, when they were using the field, and I want to be able to have the AI do the field. So we almost need to move it that direction more, and or down. Down and away is what we really need to do. Down and away. And then we can have a path in. Like I said, if we did something like this, you'd need a huge platform to be able to park. Which we could do. It might be pretty sweet. It might look nicer. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Just had to do a little thinking. So the problem is we really need to move this direction. And I'm not sure where that property line is. I wish it would show you the property line. It's a good start. Okay. Now, I'm thinking we're going to have to do a path. It'll be pretty tight. Yeah, this is going to get tricky. This is going to get really tricky. Spend a lot of money. I'm going to make this cliff. Like, I'm going to paint this edge like this rock over here. So, we need a path in and out. Oh, Vincent, thanks for the subscription, man. If you're here, maybe you're just watching a video on YouTube, who knows? But if you're here, thank you. Okay, I wonder how we could do if we made a ramp down the middle. No, that'd be sketchy too. I can't go farther this way. In fact, I really need to try to flatten this. So the AI doesn't have a really terrible time trying to turn around. Lower. You know what I need to do? I need to save the game before I jack this up. So I can load back to it if I screwed up. Technically, you could just drive them up the hill you don't own. True, but I wanted to make a path. Which is silly. But I wanted to make a path so we could drive it up through, and you can't draw or paint the path in unless you own that property, so yeah, no. This is a little rough trying to do this here. We're getting into dangerous territory here. Kind of raising that. Yeah, fuck. Chunking our field here. You know what? Actually, might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. This is a little tricky, as you can tell. Okay. I might stop there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to painting. Okay, let's see. Change modification shape. Change strength. Change radius. Smooth it out with tool. Let's see. I can try it again. I was using that tool. I need to... Maybe I'll lower this a little bit. It'll make sense. You'll see. I'm not actually too worried about this part of the field. I'm going to switch it up a little bit with this part. Yeah, this will actually work pretty good. Yeah, that smoothing tool does work a lot better, doesn't it? I ain't given enough time. Spending a lot of money. Okay, now what I'm actually gonna do once I God, it always does that last piece. Okay, that's a solid platform. Now this road over here is a little wonky still. Maybe I can make this a little bit nicer here. A little bit more of a transition, because I'm thinking we're going to drive up on this side. Pretty tricky. Pretty tricky stuff. Okay. little bumpy. Just needs some smoothing. This does cost cash though, so gotta be a little careful here. Steep, so we'll bring this up a little bit. Make this more of a gradual. It's super steep. We're better off to step it. That a little. Raise this a little less. Of course, it just wants to fuck with everything. Okay. That should make this a whole lot easier. I think he's concentrating. Sorry, dudes. This shit's fucking weird. It's not the easiest thing to get to do what you want it to do, as you can tell. And I'm spending money doing all this, so it's a little bit bad that I'm doing this. It's so steep at the top. I need to work on this. Now we're getting there, fellas. Let's see what smoothing does to the sides. Might just hit it real rough. So it looks like rock. And then with the field, that's why I wasn't worried about jacking that up. I'm actually going to... Here, let's actually make sure the shed can fit on here. It totally probably doesn't. The thing's huge. God damn it, that's right where I want it to go, dude. In collision with another object. Can't be placed here. We gotta do something like this. Can't be placed here. Must just have a big box. Okay. More nonsense. Don't own this land. This is gonna get really tricky, fellas. Stuff sitting down there. This is a bitch. I'm gonna have to move that stuff. Okay. Where's everyone chat for us? Without tool, blah 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 blah. If you hit C, it will shape better. Okay, I'll play with that too. I guess I need the tractor, don't I? It'll look cool when I'm done with it. It's just gonna cost a little bit. It's kind of lame that this costs money. Like, I get it because it's realistic. I get that completely. But it's a little bit of a drag. I don't even have stuff to move these boxes. I could fit that small garage over here. I don't need much. I just figured the like outdoor one would be the way to go. It's only $9,000 too. The right way to do this. The stream's still going. Dope. Yeah, dude, it's gone a little longer than I expected. It's not gonna go a crazy amount longer, I'll tell you that. I just want to get this last thing knocked out. And I'm doing it in a pretty ghetto way, so it's not the coolest. It's a little bumpy. Probably ought to smooth that out. But whatever. I guess we'll pull onto the field. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Alright. This is a ridiculous task. Okay. So, let's actually really quickly, let's check one of these other garages. Ooh, it's still pretty big. Yeah, that is still pretty big, isn't it? Kind of the same issue we're already running into. Deformation of the terrain failed. Oh, I think I got a little green in there. But really what I need it to do, I kind of wanted to go the far edge. So Yellow, do you have the upload schedule or do you just upload when you have time? I just upload when I have time, man. Sometimes I play games or whatever and I don't want to record. I'm the worst YouTuber ever. I'm just busy. Might not seem like it because I'm streaming this nonsense on a Monday night, but I had a lot going on with work and shit that I don't know how these guys are just pumping out like multiple videos a day. It's like, dude, I got more important shit to deal with. That's just hard to do. No ragging on them. Good job for those guys, but I don't think you're gonna see that from me. Uh-oh. The game just crashed. Ugh. That's not good. Let me load it up and see what see where it starts us real quick here. First crash since I've been playing this game. Games like this landscape bullshit is ridiculous. Kill myself. Didn't save my name on here. Good thing you saved. Yeah, dude. Good thing I saved. I'm starting to think this little garage area isn't the best idea. Seems like it would have been pretty simple to put a platform up there, throw a garage on it, and be done, right? That's all I'm trying to do. But it did not work out that well. So let's go to landscaping. Then we can just rip down the road over the hill and to our farm. Okay. Wow, great. We gotta move all this shit still. Maybe there's another way. Okay, so we don't own this property. We own this This whole area is still kind of jacked. We could drive up here real easy. Try to level this out and just get a garage on it. Please wait till I figure this things out. It's awesome. Nice. Good shit. I'm a pro. There we go. Sorry, fellas. I'm frazzled. This landscape bullshit is ridiculous. Okay, so you said push C, change modification shape. I know I can just change it to a square and shit. I guess I can do this. Let's see. We need to get a garage up there, and we need to get it done pretty quickly. Do not own this land. That's so tough. But we own it up here, up here, up here. We're doing some crazy shit, fellas. Hope you don't mind. Okay, I don't own any of that, so I can't mess with it. We're going for it. Not enough money. I don't want to fail by getting so much of a loan that we're not able to pay it back, but I'm pretty confident we can do this. Plus, the landscaping, it's almost silly that it costs a whole bunch. Okay. So, we're just going to make this a big yard up here. Into a cliff, because otherwise, this property's almost useless to us. Oh, look at that. Not enough money. Yeah, so we're going to do some landscaping, and I'm going to get some money on us. We're going to get a little ridiculous. Probably going to have to stop here, because they won't let me, it won't let me get more money. Okay. If we can smooth a little bit of this. Spending. Costs so much money to move that type of shit. But this will be awesome. It's worth it for the greater good of the stream. There's someone in my area who has a whole damn barn inside of a hill. That's awesome, dude. This doesn't cost too much to smooth. Get rid of some of the bumps. This is all extracurricular. I might repay back the loan that it cost us to do this with like a cheat or something, which sounds pretty lame, but I think to make this work and get a pretty cool setup, we're gonna want that to happen. And it'll look kind of natural with it being half-assed. If you know what I'm saying. That's funny. Honestly, I think it'll actually look pretty cool in the end. It's a pretty steep hill. And we're going to be out of money. Failure MX Gaming channel, but streams Farm Sim. Why is that? I don't know, man. Sound fun? That's as much as I thought about it. I don't look at YouTube as a business. That's stupid. There's better shit to do. I look at YouTube as just something random fun to do every once in a while. And that is how simple it is. I feel bad for people that play stuff and do things for like, oh, well, I can make more money. It's like, well, that's, nobody gives a shit. It's like, just do it because it sounds fun at the moment. Don't be like, well, I need to make sure I'm streaming motocross games all the time because that's where the views are and that's where I can make that YouTube money. It's like, well, you're not impressing me, I'll tell you that. Okay. No, I didn't mean to go harsh on you there, Rifle. It's not you. I just get asked that a lot. No worries, dude. Okay, now the only problem is we're not going to have the money to paint in here. Now there's going to be some bumps, but I might just make an actual... I wanted to make a path. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get another loan. Pretty sure I'm not. I think it's done. I'm maxed out. 500,000. Because he plays what he finds fun. Yeah. Let's see. So this is all a bit ugly. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all of this. Take a little bit of playing. I might have to do some of that off stream, to be honest with you. But I think we actually have an area now. I know it might look a little silly, but I'm going to paint this whole area and smooth it a tiny bit with, let's see how much this shit costs. Let's look. With this rock, let's see, raise, lower, smooth, flatten, blah, blah, blah. No, I want to, I guess, change landscaping mode, paint, ground type. Okay, change modification shape. Okay, do it with that. Switch ground type. Which one is it? It's that, I think. Let's do a little test run here. We have $34. We can't do shit. Dang, but I'm going to paint all that with rock. We're going to put a garage here. We'll make a path up and around, and who knows, maybe we can actually use this platform, smooth some of this out over here, and use this platform for some other storage of things. Pretty crazy. We cut out this whole part of this mountain. It's cool you can do that, but I think once it's actually painted in with rock, it'll look pretty sick. And get a garage in there, it's gonna look insane. So, really, there's not much we can do at this point, fellas. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no more money. The bank won't even give us more money to knock this project out. But I think it's worth it. Like I said, I think I'm gonna like cheat a little money in just to cover this cost. No more. I'm not gonna just give myself a bunch of money, but cheat the money in so I can get this area landscaped. Just landscaped. Everything else I'll pay myself, but I think that's what we're gonna do. And honestly, this is probably a good place to end it. I can get this kind of situated, at least get the money situated, and we'll continue this on another stream. Get this all painted. We're gonna do a path down here. Maybe use this area, maybe change that up a little bit. We'll have a garage up there to store our balers and everything for doing hay bales and whatnot for this whole field. It's all work in progress, but yeah. I gotta go to sleep so I can go to work in the morning. And I gotta do all kinds of stuff still. So, probably a good time to stop. It's a bummer because I wanted to finish this area, but it takes a little bit of time. Good thing is anything you do, except for this giant mountain, is reversible. I can smooth all this out, flatten this back out, and nobody will know it was even done. And I actually am going to take off a little chunk of this field just so we can turn around and back up easy with the AI. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to stop there. Honestly, I get, like, it's like addicting playing this game. I almost want to continue and just keep going and going and going and going and going. But we're going to save. It's official. That's what our area looks like now. Just send it off the cliff. I can't do that. I gotta quit. I can't keep doing this. Yellow, you should make a track and ride it with a tractor. Maybe we will. If I get more people watching this shit, then maybe. Can we talk on Instagram after the stream? I mean, what are we gonna talk about, man? We've been able to talk here all night. I'm gonna go do some laundry and go to bed is what I'm gonna do. But feel free to send me something. Anyway, we're saved. We're good to go. We're quitting this nonsense. I'm over it. I think we got a pretty sick start. And, yeah, guys. Thank you very much for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it. I will talk to you later. Peace out.